Hey guys, Pete Chapman here, your coach, once again in the Fit Room. Today, we're going to learn how to get stronger, build some muscle, and we're going to do it really safely. We're going to do it with some really cool equipment, real simple equipment. We're going to use the stretching bands right here, resistance bands, and we're going to use the suspension straps. Now, what I've got to tell you about strengthening, you've got to make sure you prepare your body, you've got to make sure you prepare your mind. You're going to push yourself a little bit. The whole idea about getting stronger is that you have resistance against your body. You're pushing against resistance or pulling. So it's a challenge. And you've got to overcome that challenge. And that's how your body gets stronger. Now, to get stronger too, you need good nutrition, you need good sleep, you need good hydration, and you need to be mentally ready to work hard. Hopefully you have all those and you understand that. Now, for safety purposes, when you're attaching a band, make sure it's attached firmly. And you know the origin of the attachment is very, very strong. Okay, so the core flex right here is on the wall and it's fixed to the studs. If you have your suspension fixed to the core flex, make sure that core flex is attached directly to the studs in the wall so everything is secure. If you have your suspension on a doorway, that's what you need this for. It goes inside the top of the door and then you lock the door and you make sure it's secured that way. That's why you'll have a good workout, you'll stay safe, you won't hurt yourself, and you'll make consistent progress. Let's get on with the routine, shall we? We're going to learn some great exercises today, and we're going to start with the bands. So, first exercise, here we go, and it's going to build and strengthen the biggest muscle in the upper body, the lats, the upper back. So I'm going to show you how to do that. It's really, really simple. This is called the high pulls. We're going to take the band, the loop band right here, and it's attached above my eyes, so it's a nice high position. And I'm going to bend forward a little bit at the hips right here, a little bit of a forward bend, and watch this. I'm just going to bring the band down. See that? It's about as easy as that. I'm going to bring it down to my thighs if I can. I'm using a medium to strong band right here. If you need something lighter, then you'll use the green band, which is a medium. If you want something heavier, then you can go to 2 of these bands if you like. But I'm going to do this movement until it gets very difficult. And typically, if you do 20 to 30 seconds of this exercise, you will reach fatigue. And if you push to that point, then you're going to get stronger from that exercise. That's called the high pulls. All right, we're moving on to the next exercise. This is to strengthen the chest, the shoulders, and the arms. This is called a one-arm punch. I'm going to show you how it works. You're going to get the band loop. You're going to step away from the core flex, and you're going to make sure you got plenty of tension on the band. No slack, you slackers. Keep the tension on there, okay? And watch this. It's a punch. See? Punch. Just like that. You can imagine you're punching something or someone to get your frustration out. Maybe not someone. We're kind and gentle here in the Fit Room. But we want to use this as a bit of a stress reliever right here. And punching. You're going to feel your core working too, okay? Then you're going to change sides and you're going to do the other side. Remember, if you're doing one arm at a time, of course, you're going to do both sides and commit to the same amount of time on both sides. That's the one-arm punch. I like to do the other arm at the same time because I'm feeling my midsection working at the same time. There we go. Got to remind you to breathe. And we're always trying to exhale on the effort. So I'm taking a breath in. And that's the one-arm punch. All right, next exercise. This is going to build strength in your midsection. It's called the resistance trunk rotation. I'm going to take a band that's attached around chest height. It could be waist height, doesn't really matter, but it's really the midsection of your body. I'm going to take the band right here. Same thing, plenty of tension on the band. I'm going to keep my arms straight. So I've got the band in my hand right there. I'm going to clasp my hand over it. Watch this. Pretty simple, right? And I'm feeling all the rotation through the middle of my body, all the way around. I'm keeping straight arms. Watch this as I keep my lower body completely still. Now, I'm going to turn around and do the other side. Obviously, you're going to do that too. And that's what it looks like from the back. work in the midsection, works the shoulders a little bit, keep the lower body still, and just rotate that upper body, okay? That is the resistance trunk rotation. Okay, last exercise in the band series. This is the one-armed row. A rowing movement. You've all done a rowing movement. You're pulling this way. So all we're going to do, this is really the opposite of the one-arm punch. Watch this. See how easy that is? Keep your elbow quite high. You can change your elbow position a little bit. If I bring my elbow higher, it's going to work the back of my shoulders a little bit more. If I bring my elbow lower, it's going to work my lats a little bit more. That's the one-arm row. There we go. We've worked most of the upper body muscles right there with the bands. That's the band routine. Now, we're going to move on to the suspension. Fantastic piece of equipment right here. There's thousands of exercises that you can do with the suspension. But let's pick 4 that I consider to be the best ones and the safest ones that you can do. We're going to start off with the chest fly lunges. I'm taking the straps right here. My palms are facing each other right in front of my chest, right here. And I'm going to take a big step as my hands come out to the side. Look at that lunge position right here. My hands are coming out to the side. My elbows are staying up. Watch this. If I let my elbows drop, that's no good. It's going to strain my elbows and my chest. Keep the elbows bent and then pull myself up into that starting position. Here we go. Deep breath in. Big step and pull. And I'm going to change legs each side. If you have a favorite side, you could stay on one leg and do half of your movements there and the other half on the other leg. It's your preference. But that's called the chest fly lunge. Now, the next exercise is one of my favorites, and it's going to help your posture too. It's going to help lift that posture because we always talk about the quality and strength of your posture. So, this one is called the overhead straight arm overhead lunges. So see the lunge position right here. I've got my hands in front of my eyes with a straight arm, palms facing forward. All I got to do is take a lunge right here. My hands are directly overhead, and when I pull with my hands with my straight arms and I pull back, that's going to work my lats, it's going to work my chest, and it's going to work my core too. Watch it again. Breath in and pull. Breath in and pull. And the hands are coming down either side of my head, but I'm really pulling nice and strongly. And the stronger you get, the more you're going to use your upper body and the less you're going to use your lower body. So here we go. Deep lunge, deep breath in and this is going to take a bit of practice, especially if you're new to suspension, but it's well worth getting that form down. Fantastic exercise. That's the straight arm overhead lunge. Now, this next exercise called the rainbow raise, and we're going to strengthen an area of the body that everybody's weak in, and it's the upper back and the back of the shoulders. Watch this. It couldn't be a simpler exercise. Again, I've got tension in the straps right here. Keep them tight at all times. My palms are facing upwards, and they're just in front of my hips. See that? Now, what I'm going to do is just lift my arms, keeping the tension very consistent as I raise up. Now, you might find, because you're not used to this exercise, that it gets very difficult at this point. That's fine. You'll get stronger. You'll get a better range of motion. So, here we go. I'm going to inhale, exhale. Inhale, keeping the tension right there. Exhale. As you get stronger, you can walk your feet towards the wall a little bit, lean back a little bit. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up, exhale down, and that's the rainbow raise. Strengthening the upper back, lifting your posture. Fantastic exercise. Now, We're going to finish here with an arm exercise. This is the tricep extension. And here we go. It's very similar to the overhead lunge. So I'm starting in the same position of the overhead lunge. And all I've got to do is let my body come forward and then extend my arms. See that? Keeping my body straight and then extend. Inhale, exhale. As you get stronger, you can walk your feet towards the wall a little bit, and it creates more weight and more resistance. So inhale, let the elbows come up, and exhale away. Inhale, exhale. And that's the overhead tricep extension. We just worked most of the upper body muscles, in fact all the upper body muscles, using bands, using suspension. We've built muscle, we've improved our posture, and I've just shown you how quick and easy it is to get stronger in the fit room.